What do you think is healthier for you? Eating a big meal at midnight or eating a big breakfast? I'm going to explain why eating late at night, believe it or not, can be healthier than eating breakfast. We've all heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But as a matter of fact, this is far from the truth, and that actually skipping breakfast can help you lose weight. I just want you to watch this video all the way to the end, because when you do, you're probably not going to want to eat breakfast again. Number 1, skipping breakfast has no effect on your metabolism. Despite what some gurus are going to tell you, skipping your breakfast does not correlate with having a slower metabolism. Studies actually show that there is no difference in calories burned over 24 hours between people who eat or skip breakfast. So you might wonder, what does kickstart your metabolism in that case? Well, the main drivers of your metabolism are exercise, daily movement, and then to a large degree, the amount of energy it takes to keep your organs and muscles working in your body. If you're eating breakfast first thing in the morning to boost your metabolism, then quite frankly, you can stop. Number 2, eating breakfast doesn't actually lead to greater weight loss. In a 4-month-long study that compared recommendations to eat or skip breakfast in 309 overweight and obese men and women, researchers ended up concluding that there was no difference in weight between groups. The study concluded that eating breakfast simply didn't matter. I hate to say it, but there is no such thing as eating breakfast for your weight loss. Your metabolism is a 24-hour process that is on at all times, even when we're sleeping. Number 3, your brain won't turn off if you don't have food in your stomach. Contrary to popular belief, your brain actually works just fine when there's no food in your stomach. In a test where 21 college-age people were asked to perform a series of intellectual tests after having either a normal meal, skipping 1 meal, skipping 2 meals, or going 24 hours without food, researchers found no difference in performance on measures of reaction time, recall, focused attention time, or spatial awareness. This study led the authors of the study to conclude that short-term food deprivation did not significantly impair cognitive function. In fact, not only has research shown that short-term fasting doesn't impair cognitive function, but it also suggests that fasting can improve your memory and your focus. Okay, so now that we know that skipping breakfast is not necessarily a no-no, let's talk about what skipping the first meal of the day actually does for your body in a positive way. First of all, it can help you lose weight. When you're skipping breakfast, you're actually doing a short-term intermittent fast from the last meal of the night all the way rolling into your first meal for breakfast. Now, what you need to know is that when you do a short-term fast, your body's having a meal of its own adipose tissue, which is also known as your body fat. You see, fat must be released from its storage spot, your body fat, transported through your system, and then get into a cellular engine where it's burned. This typically happens in your muscles or your organs. And while you're resting, your muscles are a major contributor to your metabolic rate along with your organs. So during a fast, muscles begin to switch fuel sources and start oxidizing what are known as fatty acids that they derive from the body fat. In other words, when we do a short-term fast, like skipping breakfast, our muscles end up turning into fat-burning machines, quite literally. Delaying your first meal to later in the day ends up mimicking this fasting effect, thereby enhancing your body's ability to burn fat. Secondly, skipping breakfast increases what I personally call the body-optimizing hormones. Hormones like growth hormone. Growth hormone is an extremely important hormone which throughout evolution has had the responsibility of maintaining growth and lean body mass during times when food is sparse. Now remember the Paleolithic ancestors that I've mentioned in other videos? They relied on this short-term spark of growth hormone to increase their hunting capabilities in the morning. There are a ton of benefits when it comes to increased growth hormone levels, but just to name a few, you end up with increased strength, increased muscle mass, better sleep quality, more fat loss, and also younger looking skin. See, growth hormone was mainly known in popular circles as the youth hormone. This is the one that celebrities pay thousands of dollars to inject in their bodies, but little do they know, you can get a big boost of growth hormone just by doing short-term fasts. By skipping breakfast, you actually increase your body's natural level of growth hormone by as much as 500%, completely free of charge. In fact, it's even cheaper because you don't have to eat. Okay, now we know that skipping breakfast is safe for your metabolism and for your brain. We also know that skipping breakfast can have a multitude of benefits for your body. So how specifically would you skip breakfast safely? Well, in a free presentation I posted on my website, I've covered all that you need to know. I give you the simple tips to timing your fasting period so that you can maximize fat burning while also improving a variety of other health markers. You see, I'll tell you exactly what to eat to break your fast too, so that way you can keep your weight loss hormones optimized all throughout your eating period as well. I'll also share how I personally eat the foods that I love relatively late at night while still staying nice and lean. Just head on over to SixPackAbs.com right now to learn how to safely and effectively start skipping breakfast to optimize your mind and body today. I will see you there.